sweet agony of their memory washing over him. His fingers tightened around the photograph as if trying to hold on to their fading presence, their scents, their voices, the feel of their touch, all slowly slipping away, replaced by the suffocating reality of their absence. The silence in the room pressed down on him, heavy and suffocating. He longed to hear their voices again, to feel the warmth of their embrace, to tell them how sorry he was. But the words remained trapped in his throat, choked by the weight of his guilt and regret. "I'm sorry," he whispered, his voice raspy from disuse. The words seemed to evaporate into the stillness, swallowed by the shadows that clung to every corner of the room. He clutched the photograph to his chest, his heart pounding against his ribs. "Please forgive me," he pleaded, his voice choked with unshed tears. "I never meant—" His words trailed off, the memory of that fateful day flashing before his eyes, a moment of carelessness, a lapse in judgment, and everything had changed. His fault? His responsibility, his burden to bear. He had failed them, failed to protect them, failed to keep them safe. The weight of their loss pressed down on him, threatening to crush him beneath its immense weight. The guilt gnawed at his insides, a constant reminder of his catastrophic mistake. "I miss you," he choked out, his voice breaking. He longed to turn back time, to undo the past, to have another chance to make things right. But time marched on, indifferent to his pain, leaving him stranded in a desolate landscape of grief and regret. He knew forgiveness, both from them and from himself, would be a long and arduous journey. The road ahead stretched before him, long and winding, shrouded in the mists of uncertainty. But even in the depths of his despair, a faint flicker of hope remained. He would honor their memory by striving to be a better man, by carrying the weight of his past with him, a constant reminder of the preciousness of life and the devastating consequences of his actions. He would embrace the pain, learn from his mistakes, and dedicate his life to atoning for his past. He reached out and gently traced the faces in the photograph, his touch light as a feather. "I will never forget you," he whispered, his voice filled with a newfound resolve. The road to redemption would be long and arduous, but he was determined to take the first step. For in the depths of his grief, he realized that true forgiveness began with forgiving himself.